Started. I'm going to do a story right now that I figure is good for the season, called Lex and the Devil. Now, once upon a time, there was a man named Lex. Now, Lex was a blacksmith, and he was well known in the county. He was well known in the 4 counties for being the best blacksmith there was. Although he smoked too much and he drank too much, and he was always gambling his money away, but everyone liked him well enough. Now, one day Lex was working in his shop, and into the shop came a woman. And in one hand she held the leg of a cauldron, and in the other hand she had a cauldron with only 3 legs. And as soon as Lex saw this woman, he knew that she was a witch. So he got to working on her cauldron, taking the leg, reattaching it, and when he was done, well, the witch said she had no money to pay him. Now Lex had thought, well, it'll be on the house, no charge, just in case the witch changed him into something that he wasn't too interested in being. But no, the witch said, no, you've done good work for me, and I want to pay you. I won't pay with money. I'll give you 3 wishes. What's your first wish? Well, Lex had to think about that for a while, and he said, people are always coming in here and they're borrowing my tools. So I want you to fix it so that if anyone picks up any of my tools, they can't put them down until I say so. Done, said the witch. What's your second wish? Well, Lex had to think about that for a while, and he said, you know what, sometimes people come visit me. Sometimes they don't stay long enough, and sometimes they stay for too long. So I want you to fix it so that if anyone sits in any of my chairs, they can't get up until I say so. Done, said the witch. What's your third wish? Well, Lex had to think about that for a good long time, and he said, money's always tight. No matter how much business I make, it never seems to be enough cash, and I don't even know where it goes half the time, so I want you to fix it so that if money goes into my wallet, it doesn't come out until I say so. Done, said the witch. She picked up her cauldron and she walked out. Well, the rest of that year was pretty ordinary for Lex. He worked hard, people came into his shop, but nothing big happened until it was the following summer. And it was the hottest day of summer. And into Lex's shop walked a man. All dressed in black leather pants with flames stitched up the side, a black shirt, a black jacket, a black hat with silver skulls. As soon as Lex saw that man, he knew he was looking at the devil. And the devil said, Lex, put down your tools, you're coming with me, we're going for a walk, and I think you know where we're going. And Lex said, of course, devil. He said, of course, I'm ready to go with you, but give me a second just to put my shop in order. Would you hand me one of those hammers over there? The devil went over and picked up the hammer, and as soon as he did, he knew he was in trouble, because he did not put that hammer down. No matter how much he shook his arm, and then he got his other hand, tried to pry the hammer out of that hand, and then both hands were stuck. And he picked up a foot, and he tried to push the hammer out of his hands, and now his foot was stuck, and he was hopping around the shop like a fool. Lex, Lex, said the devil, I'm stuck. I'll do anything. You help me. And Lex said, I'll help you, but I want you to promise me I won't see your ugly mug in these parts for a whole year. Anything, said the devil. So Lex snapped his fingers and the hammer fell out of the devil's hands, and he was so surprised he tripped over both feet and fell out of the shop. And he wasn't seen in those parts for a whole year, but a year to the day. It was the hottest day of summer. It was the hottest day in 10 summers, and into Lex's shop walked a man. All dressed in black leather pants with the flames stitched up the side, the black shirt, the black jacket, the black hat with the silver skulls. And the devil looked at Lex and he said, Lex, you put down those tools, you're coming with me, we're going for a walk. And I think you know where we're going. Sure, said Lex. Of course I'm ready to go, and just give me a minute to put my shop in order. Would you hand me that hammer? Pick up your own mess, said the devil. And he sat himself down in one of the chairs and he watched as Lex put away his tools. But as soon as he sat down, the devil knew he was in trouble. Because he tried to push up from that chair, and no matter how much he pushed and pulled and tugged, ooh, it started to hurt in a very private place. And the devil cried out, Lex, Lex, I'm stuck in this chair. Please help me. I'll do anything. And Lex said, I can help you, but I don't want to see your mug in these parts for a whole year. Anything, said the devil. Well, Lex snapped his fingers, and the devil jumped out of the chair, and he was so surprised he tripped over both feet and fell out of the shop. And the devil wasn't seen in those parts for a whole year. But a year to the day. It was the hottest day of summer. It was the hottest day in 100 summers, and into Lex's shop walked a man. All dressed in black, with the black leather pants, with the flames stitched up the side, the black shirt, the black jacket, the black hat, with the silver skulls. And the devil looked at Lex and he said, stop what you're doing, no more shenanigans. You're coming with me and we're going for a walk. And I think you know where we're going. What could Lex do? He dropped his tools and the two men walked out of the shop. And it was so hot on that day. It was so hot that even the devil was sweating. And Lex looked at the devil and he said, you know what, seeing that you're suffering, tell you what we'll do. You change yourself into 2 shiny dimes, I'll pick up those dimes, I'll walk into that general store, I'll buy 2 cream sodas. And then I'll come back out on the road, you change yourself into moths or flies or something. Come back out here, I'll give you 1 cream soda, I'll have the other cream soda, and we'll be on our way. I like the way you think, Lex, said the devil. And he disappeared in a puff of black smoke, and on the ground there were 2 shiny dimes. Well, Lex reached down, he picked up the dimes, and he put them in his wallet. And now the devil knew he was in trouble because he could not get out of there. Lex took his wallet, and he walked into his shop, and he placed the wallet on an anvil, and he took his favorite hammer, and with all of his strength he let fly with the hammer and struck the wallet. And the hammer exploded into 1,000 pieces, and Lex was thrown back 10 feet. Not to be deterred, he picked up a sledgehammer, and he came over to the anvil, and he let fly with the sledgehammer, and it struck the wallet, and it bounced off, crashed through the ceiling, and Lex was thrown through 2 walls, and he found himself out on the street. He picked himself up, dusted himself off, he went into the shop, and he got the biggest hammer he had in that place. He could barely lift it over his head, and he came along to the anvil, and he let fly with the hammer. As soon as the hammer struck the wallet, the hammer exploded, and the wallet exploded, and the blacksmithy blew itself apart. The wallet was reduced to ash. It mixed in with the ashes from the forge, and it formed a mushroom cloud that covered the world. And the people of the world, when they breathed in that ash, and suddenly everyone started telling lies. And some of those people, well, they became bankers. Some of the others, they became politicians, lawyers, and the rest of them, well, they became storytellers. Thank you very much. So I would now like to call upon Alex and his goddesses to come and perform for you.